Good evening, friends and fiends, and welcome to a brand new stream for the Wobble Rocket channel. Tonight we are going to start a Castlevania Symphony of the Night randomizer. I'm really excited for this. I have not played Castlevania Symphony of the Night in several years. It was one of my absolute favorite games. I played this game so much. And so I'm really excited to get to explore it again with a randomizer this time. It is going to be an adventure because we are playing with random item and relic locations, random enemy stats, which includes their resistances and immunities. We will be playing with random shop prices. And what's probably going to be the thing that trips me up the most is the item stats themselves have been shuffled around. And the way that works is, let's say that you pick up the Alucard sword, which is one of the most powerful swords in the game. That sword might actually be Red Rust, which is the absolute worst weapon in the game. It'll have the Alucard sword name, it might have a different sprite. The stats might be completely different. So we'll have to use the descriptions of the items to actually know what item we picked up. I see that there are already a ton of people in chat, so let me catch up on chat a little bit and see how everybody's doing. Hello, Bowsette. Woo, let's go. First time I've ever been able to catch a rando live. Really excited to have you in my stream, Bowsette. Welcome in. Lydia and Lodame, welcome in. Bearded Halfling, hello. Trial Fan. Let's see. Lydia says they gave almost all my favorite teachers pink slips. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know that happens a lot at the end of school years. Bowsette says, wonder if he can do the big toss death skip. Never could get that to work right. I have done it back in like years ago. Most of the time when I did it, I used the there's a special code you can put in that drops most of your stats but increases your there's one that increases your intelligence, there's one that increases your luck. It worked best when I was doing those. I haven't done it in so long, and we won't actually be doing it in this run. Trial Fan says, happy Friday night everyone, like and subscribe, thank you. Bowsette said played the heck out of this in Bloodstained recently. Bloodstained is a really fun game. It's such a great successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Hello, Heathen and Indiana Jones, welcome in. Let's see. Lydia says I can't handle it and I have to suffer one more year before high school. I'm sure you will do okay in all of that. Indiana says SotN is an all-time amazing classic. Let's see. Lodame says, if you get a chance, say hi to Wobble Mom and thank you for liking my time lapses. I will definitely tell her that. I know that she has watched a couple of your videos and has really enjoyed them. Bowsette said, used to play this just to run around like an idiot and listen to the music. Didn't even know there was a second castle for a long time. The music in this game is so great. It really is. All right, so let's go ahead and close out our background music. We've been listening to the MSX version of the first Castlevania soundtrack, and we are going to go ahead and hop into our game. It's really exciting to see so many people in chat already. Lydia says Wobble is a liar. You know, not really. Only a little bit. You're gonna do fine, Lydia. I have faith in you. This game came out in 1997, and I was talking with, I did a short test stream a few nights ago, and Trial Fan and AV64 Dancer were in the stream. And I mentioned that this game holds up really well. Michael the Healer, good to see you in. Says, good day, all this game always cut my hip. I'm having to fight the urge to skip past this because the physical copy of SotN that I had was scratched up, and it would hang on this starting cinematic if you didn't immediately skip past it. Yes, Indy was in the chat for the test as well. Indy, I popped into your Indiana Jones live stream earlier, but I think you must have stepped away from the game for a while because Indiana Jones was just standing there not doing anything. I haven't actually played any of the Indiana Jones games at all, so... have a green Richter. That's interesting. Richter is normally blue. Come on. Dracula has a purple cape.
Monster, you don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
This was such an iconic exchange.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
See if I can remember how to do Richter's moves. I'm digging the purple cloak on Dracula. Oh, dang it, I got hit. Got him.
It cannot be.
As it said, I just watched the test stream a few minutes ago and immediately came here to wait. Lydia says, where is Stone Homie? Stone Homie might not be able to make this one. I want to say that they have a Dungeons and Dragons game on Friday nights. It was Richter Belmont, the legendary vampire hunter, who succeeded in finally ending the menace of Count Dracula, Lord of the Vampires, who had been brought back from the grave by the dark priest Shaft. However, one night, 4 years later, under the glare of a full moon, Richter mysteriously vanished. With no idea of where to begin her search, Maria Renard set out to look for him. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, which is rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized from out of the mist as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces were struggling for the soul of a man named Alucard, the very same Alucard who had teamed up with Trevor Belmont to battle his immortal father, Count Vlad Tepes Dracula. Alucard, in order to purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, had submerged his vampiric powers and entered into what was supposed to be an eternal. But now he is awake and aware of the evil once again at work in his homeland. The time has once again come for the forces of good and evil to engage in their ancient battle. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who shall emerge victorious. Dun, dun, dun. No neutron bomb. Yeah, that sucks. Although it is a randomizer, so we may end up getting the neutron bomb somewhere else. There's actually no guarantee that the neutron bomb would be what we got from the prologue. Oh, there's Stone Home Games. Okay. Brittany says, is this an audiobook? No, it is not an audiobook. I was just reading the prologue. See what we got as far as items. We have the Sword of Hador, Axe Lord's Shield, Leather Hat, Iron Cuirass, Joseph's Cloak, and the Moonstone. We did get the neutron bomb, apparently. I guess because we did it quickly. So you'll notice the weird little gobbledygook at the bottom right of the screen when I hit an enemy. That is because of the enemy stat randomizer. And what it means, if you see an up arrow, it means that the stats have been increased. And the last half of it is, it'll either show a ring or a potion. And that's going to tell us what type of effect the enemy is immune to or absorbs. So like the pound symbol is hits, I believe. If we come across one that is... a slash, that means they're immune to cut from swords. And then most of the letters refer to elemental damages, so. Picked up a luck potion. Nice. Oh. You guys let me know if the game audio is too loud or if my audio is too loud. This being a brand new stream, I don't quite have the settings dialed in for this game, so just let me know what you think. If I need to tweak anything, I can do that real quick. Got Monster Vial 2. Brittany says, hey Trial, I'm counting on you to be the house mom when I eventually dip to care for the boy child. Stone Home Games, his power is going in and out. Gotcha.
Ah, Alucard. What is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
Stone Home Games says, sounds pretty good, but music may be a tad loud. That's a big maybe. I'm gonna tweak it down just a smidge. There we go. So Death steals all of our equipment, and now we have to see what we can find. Might need to gain my audio up just a bit. Okay. All right, let's try all that. So the way monster stats are randomized in this, they can vary from, ouch. They can be 25% of what they normally are, or they can be up to 200% of what they normally are. So enemies can be very weak compared to normal, or they can be considerably more powerful. Brittany says, I don't like listening to both the game and Wobble. It's too many sounds. My sensories are not happy. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we just grabbed the Rib of Vlad, and it looks like the relics, once we actually collect them, stay the same. So that gives us 10 extra points of Constitution, which is a nice little defensive bonus. We still do not have a sword or any other weapon, so that's going to be kind of interesting. God, I got to get better at dodging. There we go. All right, let's see what's over here. Alucard sword. Okay. Except it's not the Alucard sword because it says Sword of Ancient Rome, which should be Gladius, which is like one of the first games that you get, or one of the first swords that you get. It does not have the special ability of the Alucard sword, so nothing to get excited about. What's on here? Oh, okay. This is the first example from the enemy stat randomizer. The blood skeletons are immune to swords, so that's going to make them trickier. Smart potion. Okay. There's not even anything down here this time. Okay. So the randomizer setting that I've got, in the base game, there's 28 locations that relics can be in. Got a Waka knife, which is a pretty decent item, but it's a consumable item. There's 28 locations that the relics can be in, and in this particular preset that I'm using, it increases that to 118 possible locations. So we're gonna have to do a lot of exploring the castle to really find everything that we need. And these guys are immune to swords as well. Okay. Whoa. The randomizer does include bosses as well. So it is very possible that we end up fighting one of the bosses that has 200% health and is immune to swords. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with that. I need to grab as many hearts as I can, because until we find the Cube of Zoe, I don't get any hearts from... These guys are all over the place. Okay, we're just gonna dodge through them. Grab the save point real quick, and then we will head up and fight Slogra and Gabon. I was kind of hoping for a axe to drop off the axe lords. I don't think that like special weapons like the axe change any. Okay, so Slogra or Gaibon has like no health. Monster Vial. Thank you, AV64 Dancer, for the donation. Says, Great stream tonight. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Every time the Ko-fi donation chimes, I always think it's the game that I'm playing. That puts us at what, 22% of our CPU upgrade goal. Whoa, that guy just about got me. I'm gonna run through this section. I normally wouldn't. I would save it for later, but I'm gonna run through here just to see if there are any decent items in any of these rooms. Got the merman statue, which is not really useful at this point, but means that when we get to the underground waterway, we will have access to one of the ferrymen. What do we get? Metal. Metal is actually replacing one of the gems, so it is one that we can sell. But it's not the normal effect of the metal that we would normally get, which metal... Is metal the one that's like +1 to all stats? I don't know, it's been so long since I played this. It's gonna be tricky because I don't really remember all the item descriptions. Stone Homie, welcome in. Good to see you. Stone Homie is another one of my wonderful Ko-fi members. Thank you always for your contributions, and make sure you hit your buttons so everybody can follow your link to dramaria.com. Lydia says, my favorite is here. I thought I was your favorite, Lydia. Oh, hey, there's a... Normally there's a item here, but there's not this time. Bearded Halfling, hello, hello. I don't remember if I actually acknowledged you when you first came in. I need to go follow up and check on your most recent video. It's on my to watch later list. Lydia said, I said second favorite to you. Stone Homie's my first fave. I don't know what S stands for in the Maria. Okay. Stone Homie says, I would stream if I could, Lydia. Usurp all the viewers, but alas, Wobble must carry the torch. Bearded Halfling says, thanks. I think it's a pretty good one if I do say so myself. lunch. Homie says, I love this game, by the way. It's such an amazing game. It really holds up well. I like a lot of the other Castlevania games that came after it for the Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo DS. They're really good too. But Castlevania Symphony of the Night has such a special place in my heart. Defense is down on that one. Stone Homie said they have the handheld Castlevanias in a pack on Steam. Yeah, they do. I'm actually planning on picking up at least the Dominus collection. I haven't decided if I'm going to get the Advanced collection. I probably will. I'm going to get the Dominus collection at some point. I'm just waiting for it to go back on sale. It's kind of the unwritten rule of Steam. You don't ever buy games at full price on Steam if you can help it. I think the only game that I bought full price on Steam in the last 5 or 6 years was probably Elden Ring. All right, moving on to the second boss. I don't know why he's just turning into a bat and just staying there. Come on. There we go. Bearded Halfling says, sorry I couldn't stay long, but it's pretty late over here. Catch you all later. Appreciate you popping in, Halfling. Thank you. Stonehummy says, I'm about to go too. I gotta go get put on a meat hook. Have fun with that, I guess. Balzette says, I won't buy any of the packs because they're too lazy to put SotN in them or release it separately on the Switch or something. I think, you know, we've gotten the releases of the Advance and the DS games. I think what they're probably going to do is come out with a collection of like the PlayStation and what did we just get? Did we get a relic? Oh, we got the leap stone. Nice. Do the double jump now. I think they're going to come out with a collection with the Nothing there. Okay. I think they're gonna come out with a collection of the PlayStation and PlayStation 2 Castlevania games. So like Legacy of Darkness and Lament of Innocence, and hopefully SotN will be in that one. That's what I think will happen. Bye, Stone Homie. Thanks for popping in and hanging out with us. Lydia says, I still hate races. Yeah. You're probably going to hate them until you get them off, to be honest. We'll come back to the library, but we're going to head up this way and see what we can find. Nothing in the elevator. Okay. They have definitely moved a lot of stuff around from the normal locations where I'm used to them. Alzette says, I'll believe it when I see it, but I have Symphony of the Night for the iPad now, so they are way too late for me. What do you think about the iPad version of it? The only other version that I've played than the PlayStation version was the version that came out on the, what was it, the PSP? And that was a weird one because they changed up a lot of the dialogue. They changed up the dialogue, and they even replaced a couple of the voice actors, which is so weird to me because like the original voice actors are just what needs to be in this game for it to make sense, in my opinion. I think technically the new translation is a little bit closer to the official, like the Japanese translation, but I don't know. Lydia says, I don't want to wait 2 years. I had braces for 4 years, so don't complain. Whoa! Okay. Gleemen use lightning, apparently, so that's new. The iPad version is the same as PSP. To me, the only good mode on it is Alucard, especially because they destroyed Maria. Yeah. I like the, I do like the Saturn version of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It actually has a couple of additional levels and, it's got a couple of additional levels and it's got some additional items and stuff like that. There is not a randomizer that works for the Saturn at the moment that I'm aware of. Covenant Stone. Reduces heart consumption. We'll take it, considering it's the only thing we have at the moment. Oh, that doesn't work. That's kind of a mess. I guess because they do lightning damage, can't do the jump kick off of them. So that kind of sucks.
It's been a long time, old one.
Oh, it's you, Master Alucard. What do you need?
I need your help.
Young Master, I cannot aid one who opposes the Master.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
I'm interested in this.
Okay. We can buy the back card. We can get a familiar. That's cool. Dynamite, Smart Potion, Uncurse, Resist Ice, Pentagram, Fire Boomerang, Bat Pentagram, High Potion, Resist Dark, Anti-Venom, Flame Star, Shield Potion, Life Apple, Hammer, Mana Prism, Potion, Boomerang, Karma Coin, Harper, and Alucard Sword. Harper is actually Harper. Imagine that. Your Fang is get stronger with Bloodied, so that should be the Muramasa, I believe. Oh yeah, I do have Leaf Stone. I can reach that one with the Leaf Stone, can I? Skull Shield, which is actually the Goddess Shield. Got a lot of good stuff in here. Okay. We're gonna grab the back card. I mean, come on, we gotta get a familiar. This game is just more fun with familiars. Go ahead and grab Pure Fang.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dracula Tunic and grab the turquoise.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
That's not Muramasa, is it? No library card, which means that we will have to find it somewhere in the castle or find it as a drop from a creature. Which hopefully we could get it from a creature, because it would be nice to be able to farm a couple of them. Otherwise, when we get to the inverted castle, we're in for some long travels. Got another sword. Let's check that one out. Plain, easy to use war sword, but it does more damage than what we've been using, so we will swap to that. Ethan says I gotta run. Have a good night, everyone. No table with the stone mask either. A Ring of Arcana, which is probably not the actual Ring of Arcana. Increases overall strength, though. I think it's the Ring of Varda. We'll take it. That is a nice increase to all of our stats. And the Gravity Boots with a kind of a pinkish purple streak to it. That's cool. Yeah, we are going for 200.6 map as well. Oh, come on. There we go. We need to get the Mudman in the sky. Because it is the only place in the game where you can find it. And it is part of the bestiary. There we go. Got him. I remember my first time that I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I didn't realize that you had to wait for him to summon the Mudman. And I missed out on that, and it was the only entry in the bestiary that I missed. So that is the third boss of the game down. Which sounds like we're making really good progress, but the fact that we are trying to get full map completion and to get all of the items in the game, we're not really making all that much progress. Really hoping we find the actual Ring of Arcana at some point, and the actual Alucard gear, because that'll increase our luck and increase our random item drops. And since we got the jump boots already, we can go ahead and run through here and find a Chinese bun. Oh, we never, I forgot. We never summoned our bat familiar. We should do that. There's our little bat friend. So the bat does a little exclamation point, and then he will kind of charge into enemies. And the higher level that he gets, the more often he does it. He also has some cool special abilities. When we get the bat transformation, he shows up with a bunch of buddies and helps us out. Like that. I don't think I have enough magic points to pull off what I'm about to go try to do, but we'll see. Usually you have to wait till you're higher level to be able to pull it off, but if you use the jump boots here, you bounce underneath the librarian's chair, and if you keep doing it, eventually he drops some items. But I think I'm gonna run out of magic points before it happens. Got the Elven Cloak, that's nice. There's like 2 items that drop based on the number of times you do it. But if you touch the ground, it resets the whole combo. And at that point I lost my, I ran out of magic points and I couldn't pull it off. So we'll have to come back and try that again later to get the other item. Gorgeous blue cape, which is actually a gorgeous blue and green cape, which is not really gorgeous. It's kind of navy. Purple? I don't know. I might be mildly colorblind, I'm not sure. All right, so we will head on to other parts of the castle and see what we can find. Normally at this point, we would go to the Royal Chapel, but we haven't found the Jewel of Open, which lets us get there. So I think we're gonna have to go through the clock tower. Oh, I know what we can do. We can, we'll grab the teleporter and go back through the entrance now that we have access to some of those areas, and see if we find, maybe we'll find the Jewel of Open somewhere in one of those spots. As it said, yeah, check the entrance, the part above it. I mean, yeah, I know the spots that you're talking about. Found the cross shuriken. And another heart up. Nice. Still haven't found the Cube of Zoe, so we are running through this whole time with no sub-weapons. I'm really digging the new color on the jump. I think it's really neat. Those guys are always tough. Crap, how do I do Hellfire? There you go. Got him. I think I'm getting my games mixed up. I know that one of the games in the entrance, kind of above it, there's a breakable wall in the ceiling. I think that might be one of the Sorrow games. Little life max up, that's not too bad. Batsy coming in clutch at the end there. Found some armor. Diamond breastplate, which is actually diamond breastplate, and increases our defense a little bit. So, you know, not too bad. Mr. Moneybags. Oh, he has a lot more health. There we go. Alright, I can never remember where the entrance is on this thing. Always, like, off from it a little bit. Hour of Mist. Which is not helpful because we don't actually have the ability to transform into mist just yet. Lydia says, please put the blood cape back on. What blood cape? I don't have a blood cape. Sorry, Batsy, I stole your kill there. There are a lot of things that have lightning around here. We'll grind on Merman for just a second, see if they have anything interesting to drop. Hey, There we go. Finally remembered how to do Hellfire. I was trying to do Dark Metamorphosis, not Hellfire, but you know, it is what it is. Oh. Ow. That hurt. It actually didn't do much damage, but it knocked me back way far. Okay, nothing good from the merman just yet, but we'll come back after we find the actual Ring of Arcana and the Alucard gear. He says I can't handle the current cape. Well, it's the best cape that I have, so you're just gonna have to deal with it, Lydia. There we go. I'll still screw it up when I actually need to use it, but, you know. I was never really all that great at most of the spells. I was pretty good at the spirit spells because they were the easy ones to pull off. How's that said? Alucard is a Timberwolves fan now. Okay, let's... Oh, I know where we need to go. We got a couple other places we can check for the Jewel of Open. We'll go back to the outer wall and check south or down. Bowsette said, hate the spells in this game, way too overcomplex for what it is. Yeah, I agree. Put a life max up. Everything here wants to freeze me. Let's see if there's anything in the room down here. Got a life apple. There's a hidden elevator that will take us down in just a second. You can access this room if you have the mist power, but the elevator lets you do it earlier. Got the demon card, that's nice. And garnet, which is actually a sellable ring. Oh, yeah. Is what it is. Nope, you don't need mist to get out. You can just hop back on the elevator and it takes you right back up. I was kind of hoping there would be an item down here. That's okay. We'll check on the ferryman. I always thought this was a neat little thing. I'm a little disappointed that it didn't move an item into that room, to be honest. Okay, nothing down that way. Okay, let's go this way. We'll go back to the clock room. We can access a couple of things through there. Don't have the we don't have access to a clock sub-weapon, so we can't get to Orlox's chamber. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Lydia says hashtag eating. What are you eating, Lydia? Yeah, I know Olrox is to the left. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Stopwatch is for the right part. I forgot about that. I don't think that Castlevania Symphony of the Night is going to take us a particularly long time to beat, but I think I am going to make Friday nights like a Metroidvania night, because there are a lot of really great games. Of course, there are the additional games from the Advance and Nintendo DS to play. And then there are some great games that are similar. Wow, there's nothing up here. Anything on this side? Got a javelin, firebrand, and a heart. Or a life up. Fire sword of Oberon. Nothing good. Lydia says popsicle. That doesn't sound like dinner, Lydia. Bowsette said, have you played Ghost 1.0? I have not played Ghost 1.0. Alright, I guess we'll go to Olrox's place and check that out, see what's over there. Lydia says meatball sub was my dinner. That sounds good. I haven't had a good meatball sub in a while. Potion, iron ball, and Alucard sword. Which is actually black sword strong versus holy. Bowsette says, it's like a Metroidvania. You play a girl that's kind of a super spy that works online and can control a lot of robots. It's extremely fun. Was that, Was that part of the, like, Humble bundle at some point? I might even have it. It sounds familiar. Ow! Well, that was fun. Bowsette said it may have been. I got it solo. That was a heck of a big toss. That was fun. There is a randomizer version that pretty much like everything hits you like that. Nope. Come on. There we go. Let's see what it is. Spirit sword, improved defense. Except it actually drops my defense. So, not that great. Lydia says, bro said, I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. That would be a good one to clip, yeah. Got peanuts. I don't have any transformations, so I don't think there's any way I can get through there. Got another medal. Nope, nothing up there. Hey, we got to the chapel, though. Attack potion. Got some ham and eggs. Got uncursed. I got some ice cream. That said, can we get a shield, please? I should have bought one at the librarian. I just didn't buy one. What poisoned me? karma coin. That's not working. Heart max up. Life apple. Tons and tons of consumable items and basically nothing that is useful. I wonder what happens if we go into the room where you meet Maria backwards. Nothing happens. So Maria just does not exist so far. Normally there are cutscenes in a couple of these rooms where you meet Maria, who is one of the supporting characters in the game. There's only like one sequence where you absolutely have to meet her, and that's I think basically in the center of the castle where you get the glasses. As long as you get the glasses, you should be okay. Bowsette said, I got soft lock doing that. Don't try to open the door. Yeah. Lydia says you have to follow the storyline. I literally can't. I can't because I don't have the item that would normally let me get to this area. We have had to loop through a different area in order to get here. Trial Fan says Maria's getting her hair did. Be patient. All right, so we will go through the actual part of the chapel. Bird always gets me. I'm pretty sure the randomizer has removed the thing where you bounce up into the bell. Ram. Aquamarine out. And a pork bun. Graham is a sword named Graham. How's that said need fan art of that? Sushi. It's a boss fight. I wish this guy had been harder. He's so easy to cheese. Because you literally just duck and you don't have to do anything to fight him. Aha! It's Maria!
Impressive. You're very strong.
What is it you want? You didn't come here to tell me that.
Maria got some new clothes.
You're right. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but...
He disappeared about a year ago, and I'm sure he's here. If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
Thank you. So, you do know how to be a gentleman.
So in that cutscene, when Maria mentions Richter, she shows a sprite of Richter. When Alucard, his thought bubble shows an 8-bit Belmont. That is Trevor Belmont from Dracula's Curse, which is actually the first game where Alucard appears. Although he looks quite a bit different in that game than he does in this one. But he still has the ability to shoot fireballs and turn into a bat, I think. I actually can't remember if he can turn into a wolf. I know he can turn into a bat. It's been a long time since I played Castlevania's or Dracula's Curse. Got a pentagram and a pudding. Lydia said Sis had to spoil herself, girl day. All right. Made it to the, what is this section called? Oh, that's fun. These guys turn you to stone. Great. All kinds of items we can pick up in this area. Got sword card. Sorry, Batsy, but we're gonna trade you out because I like the sword familiar. Lydia says, low-key, I want to have a spa day with Maria. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a boss fight here. That was easy. His health must have been decreased. All right, so we're in the clock tower. That pentagram. Clock Tower has such great music. So the Medusa heads freeze you rather than turning you to stone. That was easy. Got an iron ball and eye potion. Well, we have mostly collected consumables. Almost everything that we have gotten has been a consumable item. I think I heard it tick. I don't know if it did or not. We'll find out. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. They got me locked in a spot there. Oh. Love the evil laugh on the game over screen. Knockback on those guys was actually pretty good. When was the last time we saved? Oh man, I don't remember. Womp womp. Where the heck are we? Okay, yeah, we gotta go do all this stuff again. Have a sword card. You guys believe that was a boss? Bowsette says Grok is terrible for art. I pretty much am of the opinion that just about everything that Elon Musk touches is terrible. I will say that SpaceX is doing some cool stuff, but they're about the only ones. Lydia says, remember, hydrate or die straight. guys are so annoying. Oh, come on. I'm not a fan of the taser fleas. I'm not even gonna try to do the whole thing with the gears right now. Pack potion, apple, and a banana. Oh, come on. I hate the clock tower. Game over. All right, guys, we are getting close to the end of our stream time, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. This has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this. I'm not quite as impressed with the enemy stats randomizer as I thought I would be. It is kind of cool seeing the different damage types that things deal and the occasional immunity and stuff. I just kind of figured that the enemy stats would have a wider swing to them. And so far, I haven't really come across anything that seemed like it was harder than the normal game. So that's a little bit disappointing. But the item randomization is really cool. And, you know, we're going to have to keep digging until we find that Jewel of Open, which we don't actually need anymore since we do have access to the Royal Chapel. Thanks so much for everybody for popping in. Bowsette says already, yes, my streams usually only run about 2 hours. And it's just about time for me to take my medication. I have temporal lobe epilepsy, so it's really important I take my medication on time. So I'm going to wipe this one out, and then we will pick back up here next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, we have Final Fantasy IV Ultima. We are almost done with that playthrough. We are heading back to the moon tomorrow, and we will start tackling the final set of bosses that are on the moon. So we are almost done with that one, and then we will see what goes from there. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, everybody, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.